Have you ever been there, chasing someone who's just emotionally unavailable? You know, the person with that wall you just can't seem to get past. It is so frustrating, and it's a super common thing in dating today. So let's really dig into the psychology behind why we're so drawn to this, even when it kind of hurts. I mean, this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's this pattern that can make you feel like you're just doomed to get your heart broken. But what if it's not really about them being unattainable? What if the secret is really understanding what that wall is truly all about? Okay, so here's where we run into our first big paradox. Why on earth do we chase something that so often just leads to frustration? It's a pattern so many of us fall into, and it's about time we figured out why. And listen, this isn't just you. It's not some random feeling. It's a known psychological pattern. We are drawn to people who seem emotionally distant, and the chase itself can, become this whole obsession. But the real question, the one that changes the whole game, is why is that wall even there in the first place? So what's actually happening behind that wall? We take it so personally, right? We see it as a huge sign that says, keep out. But what if its purpose is something completely different? Okay, this is a really crucial shift in how we see things. We almost always think that an emotional wall is built to keep us out. But the psychological truth? It's often the exact opposite. It's a defense mechanism built to protect the person on the inside from getting hurt. So, you see, this wall is a protective mechanism. It's not built out of malice. It's not because they don't like you. In fact, it's a huge sign of their own deep-seated fear and their own vulnerability. And here's the irony, that hidden vulnerability can be the very thing that pulls us in. Okay, so if the wall is a shield, what happens when we see even a tiny crack in it? Well, this is where the whole dynamic gets really, really intense. Now, the main result of this wall is just this constant feeling of emotional distance. There's always this gap that you feel like you just can't cross, and it is incredibly frustrating. But this distance also creates this strange kind of value. And this quote just nails the paradox, because that distance is the default setting. Those super rare moments of connection, the small cracks in the wall, they suddenly become incredibly powerful. These little moments feel so rewarding that they create this powerful feedback loop that just keeps you hooked. But hold on, there is one more layer to this whole thing, and it's a very personal one. We've been talking about the wall as if it's always there, right? Like it's just a permanent part of who they are. But what if it isn't? This question, it changes everything. What if they seem totally open and free with everyone else, but that wall only goes up when it comes to you? Now, it's really easy to see that as a devastating rejection, but there might be something way more complex going on. You see, when the wall is just for you, the tension and the frustration become deeply, deeply personal. It stops being about their issues, it starts feeling like it's about you. And that makes the highs feel even higher and the lows feel so much lower. In attachment theory, this can create what's called a classic anxious avoidant trap, where the more you want closeness, the more they need distance, and you both get locked in this painful cycle. So, what does this all mean? Well, sometimes the wall isn't about one person's baggage at all. It's actually a mirror. It's reflecting the unique chemistry, the specific fears, and the unspoken tension that exists only between the two of you. So, the next time you find yourself drawn to someone with a wall, maybe don't just ask how you can break it down. Maybe, instead, ask what that wall is showing you. About them, sure, but also about yourself, and about that complicated, unique space that exists only between the two of you.